Hello and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Hope you enjoy and yeah. September 9, 9:52 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from Chief Prosecution Office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be absolute truth, no matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have a good faith that the judge will listen to me. What does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. White. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. No, there's no way to tell who's guilty and who is innocent. And that I can't hope to do is getting every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you're changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Mr. Phoenix White. Phoenix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait, your defense attorney isn't even here yet. There's no... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. September 9, 10 a.m. District Court Courtroom Number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to do this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we'll hear the witness. What am I reading? Today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call the witness. That went far too smooth. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he's already know why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it'd be. Where's an objection? Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't the witness testify in the trial against Mr. Maya Fay? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinions was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Miss Edgeworth, I appreciate your demeanor. Great, he gets to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Let's execute him really hard, so that he can't ever stand on his own 2 feet again. Please state your full name. Your wishes will... Did I do a voice for him? You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my location confuse? Name. They're too great together. My name is Red Wright, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm the CEO, or they use a more term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim is Mia Fay? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gateway Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Or I tell you what you already know. Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. If I can whip this guy's testimony spot, I done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Oh ho ho! I hope you made your peace with good Mr. Lawyer. With God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. I was quite perusifying that's reading, okay, to you some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from the outside. Does it mean bedlam? Because I have no idea what a bedlam is. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. Then I saw a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was no other than you, Miss. I called Miss May over at once, too. Was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave a chase. Finally, there was a terrible impact. Then it was all over. If this occurs as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. I mean, Mr. White. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Witness. Let's see, it was about 9, I believe. It was quite reading by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from the outside. Surprised, I turned and looked at the building across the way. Then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Need to say that man, none other than Come Miss May was surprised, of course. The witness, she ran away. Here. The body was there. And the testimony of the victim dodged the attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. Okay, no, Your Honor. Oh God, did I do? It does. I don't see anything. Contradiction. Really. Object. Oh, typing. Oh God, no. Okay. Whoops, I didn't go too so well. The victim, she ran away, but I gave chase. Fine. Needs press. Spiky haired. Needless to say, that's the man, not the lawyer. What do you say directly conflict with Miss May's testimony? Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. Don't add them together. I think the witness is trying to say eyesight is good. Hey, whose side the judge on anyway? And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. The witness, she ran chase, but it's too small to run, ever. Oh God, why am I? That take me completely. Okay, yes. I screwed up here quite well. Whoops, that didn't go too well. The witness, she ran away. Finally, there was a terrible impact, then it was all over. There is something here. How do you know what time it was? Because I am always absolutely perfect, you know. No, you're not getting away with that. You're so mistrusting, Mr. Lawyer. So what's the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May ordered a room service for 9. It happened soon after the room service arrived. Press further. Cool, the bellboy who brought the coffee saw Miss May. But he testified that he did not see you at the time. This is your concern? Silly lawyer, Miss May received the coffee outside the room. Of course he could not have seen me. He would need X-ray vision to pull off something like that. Tell us, what were you doing at the time? Reading at the window. By window, you mean the one direct across from Fay & Co. law office? Correct, that is the only window you see. And there you were reading papers. Oh, correct. The Gateway is a businessman hotel, and I'm a busy man who had business to do. Please think the facts over before making accusations. I don't think that won me any point with the judge. That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. The defendant has failed to give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecution claim. This court finds the defendant, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to help pending trial at the higher court within the month from today's date. That's all. Court is adjourned. Okay, I completely failed there. I'll be back when at the point again. So yeah, I found something to, I think. So yeah, that's what was Miss May doing at that time. She was just finishing watching a soap opera on TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had the tapping the fake office phone? Irrelevant, that has nothing to do with this case at hand. I will answer the lawyer's spoken question. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phones of the Fey woman. You make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know, after all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim, she ran. Can you be little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing instead what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by one had ran to the left. That's a contradiction. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect that deal. The victim ran left and you gave chase. That's important because here we have the victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck down. It's a contradiction. Wait, right there. Mr. White, you dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but the directly contradict Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh ho ho. It's simple, you have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plan. The killer was here, and the victim was here. The victim ran to the left as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, what I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left, so he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. White? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. The perspective of Miss May is from the window, but Mr. White's perspective is in the house, so they are mirrored. Both witnesses are telling the truth for once. I doubt it. Rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain her conflict accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. White, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law office of Fay & Co, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court Mr. White was standing. He was standing here. This is where he was. Look. When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from the point to him, it would appear that she ran left. Please, this is not time for jokes in ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order. I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of the courtroom will be held to contempt. Mr. White, what are you suggesting? Respication. The postulation of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, there is to seem a bit far-fetched. Oh ho ho! You provided us with so much entertaining, Mr. Lawyer. But now he's laughing. Its hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appeared I have been unclear, and for that disappoint. Your Honor, might I allow testify once more? Very well, let's hear your testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted that girl, she first ran to the left and then hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, they ran to the right. You crushed her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That makes sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. She ran to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted that girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Next with the last of her strength, you crushed her with a final blow. Stop saying it was me. But it was you. Mr. White, if you claim that it's not you, then show us proof. Can I do? May I continue? No. That was Miss May saw. Died from a blow by a blunt object. Yeah. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance. Hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were all absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using the phrase from now on. Now, Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request of 10 minutes break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness would care to revise the testimony, the crowd is on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Now we have him. Now he can't run. The two accounts. Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then, the next moment I saw Miss run to the left. Then the killer you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran out of the door. Then you did her with a single blow. Frap. Okay. Frap, indeed. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. Okay, she dodged, he said. Okay, died from a blunt object. The witness dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught struck. Okay, let's just press him. Oh. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that falling? That glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over the Phoenix. Doesn't that something about that strike you odd? Yes, I think because the game mentioned it, yes, it is odd. If it hadn't, I would have not noticed that, so yeah. Yeah, that is odd. I press further. Mr. White? What? You're saying you saw the glass light stand fall? Yes. Yeah, no, that's odd. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness revised his testimony. Okay, of course. The light then was lying on the floor when I looked. Okay, now we have him. Could he have seen it? I don't know. I would... Yeah, he couldn't have. It's height difference and all that. Yeah. Mr. White? It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Look at this. These are the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you would be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Ridiculous. Mr. White, if you were in the Gateway Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There is no way you could have recognized the broken shot as a glass light stand. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell, right? And the only place you could have been have seen that from is inside Fay Law Office. The other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Gah! Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor? Miss Mia. He looks like we are about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about that, Mr. Wright. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crimes now, What? I said you should confess your crime, ergo. Confess that you placed the wire trap. The wire trap? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, explain the court what you mean by that. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Cross. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law office of Miss Faye. What does that have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you enter Miss Faye's office. Am I correct? Correct. You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faye and Law Court office. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain the court what all this means, Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position clear. He was determined that Mr. Wright knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. Wright could have changed the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. Wright was the murderer. I see. However, it is the fact that Mr. Wright had been into the office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wire trap, he could have been the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture it is. Mr. Wright, you will testify to court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay and Law office. Of course I had done so to place a wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light stand. So you saw the stand before the night of the incident. Then it's how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. I see. Well, Mr. White, you may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. It was the beginning of the September, the week before the murder. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. Right. I had entered the Faye and Co. law office. Of course I had to only to place the wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Court is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. That is when I saw the glass light stand. Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautiful thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. Damn it, there's nothing there's pressing on. Oh well, maybe he's well enough I can bluff something out of him. Okay, I had entered the Fay & Co. law office. Of course I had done to place a wiretap. So why was it... I don't know how a wiretap works, but why was it in? Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence. It does? I don't see anything. Really? Objection overruled. Try to think. Okay, whoops, didn't go so well. Of course I had done it to place a wiretrap. That is when I saw the glass light stand. Yeah. Damn it, there's nothing there's pressing on. Oh well, maybe I'll have something out of it. I'm just gonna save if I fail everything. I rather not redo everything I've done. The beginning of September, the week before the murder, I had entered the Fay & Co. office. Of course I had done it to place a wiretap. That is when I saw the gas lights then. Damn it, So I found this. I had entered the Fay & Co. If you wonder what happened, I simply reloaded to save. Here was something. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? On the something unidentifiable fingerprints several days old were found in the Fay & Co. law office. Those were obviously Mr. Wright, and if I know Edgeworth, he's already a check on those prints. Now, Mr. Wright, tell us why you went office. I had done it to place a wiretap. Why did you tap Mia's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, John. Detective Inchi. I'm afraid that's as far as you can go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix? Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix. Mia? Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. You're finally awake. Okay, I had a heart attack. Hey, Phoenix. That's no way to greet an old friend. Think I want to look at me. Hey, Maya, didn't you know that Fey women have strong physical powers? When you accepted your defeat in the court, I appeared that was enough of a shock to awake Maya's true powers. So Maya is channeling your Mia. That's right, I am Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up, you can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You already won. Huh? You have the receipt in the court records. Yeah, you wrote my own. Phoenix White wrote that one, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front. It's a regular receipt. Looks like from a famous department store. $1,000. Hope. Wow, big spender. Item, glass light stand. Date of purchase, September 4th. September 4th. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Or now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was at the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you have to prove it. Right. Receive update from the court. Okay. September 9th, 1:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Court will now reconvene for the trial for Mr. Phoenix Wright. If the defendant, rather, are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. Okay, I think this is enough. I'm sorry to cut this like this, but I hope it will be back tomorrow. So have fun. Thank you.